Hello and welcome. As you can see, the barbers have now opened, but I am still in desperate need for a trim. Hopefully, I'll be able to get one soon. That being said, though, we're here today for a DraftKings Showdown preview for the Chelsea versus Watford match. Should be an interesting one. We're expecting Chelsea to come out favourites in this game. However, Watford, fighting for relegation, they could put up a little bit of a battle, but we're really expecting after Chelsea were very sloppy against West Ham in the midweek, and it was a very interesting DFS slate, that one, because there are quite a few players like Souček, Antonio. You weren't really expect to be scoring, went and scored, kind of blew everything out of proportion, but it was a fun one to watch. Let's hope this game is similar in terms of entertainment, but also for DFS, we want just a much simpler slate this time round. Okay, so let's move into the first topic. So as always with DraftKings, one of the main considerations we are looking at are the set piece takers. Now for Chelsea, we've got Willian coming in as the most expensive player on the slate. If Willian doesn't start, we could be expecting, if Reece James does play, that he'll get some of the set pieces, or Alonso maybe on that left hand side, getting plenty of crosses in. He got 11 crosses in the last game with a total of 17 points without any goals or assists. So Alonso definitely one to look out for, as he could also get a piece of the set piece taking. Now for Watford, they're very varied in their set piece taking. I'm expecting if Tom Cleverley does start, that he'll get the majority of the set pieces. However, the likes of Will Hughes likes to get a cross in there. Holobas on that left hand side likes to get crosses in. Even Sarr can get crosses in, although not really taking too many of the set pieces. We see Troy Deeney on them sort of closer free kicks, and he's got himself on penalties, so something to look out for there. But Watford are a side who don't really have a specific set piece taker, apart really from Tom Cleverley. There's a lot of rotation in the set piece taking role. So let's take a look at the slate. Okay, so we have the slate in front of us here. As already mentioned, we have Pulisic as the most expensive player, coming in at 18,600 on the captaincy, taking up almost 2/5 of the budget, although it could very well be worth it. We saw him pick up a brace midweek against West Ham and just have a very solid performance, plenty of crosses into the box on all the set pieces, so definitely a player to look out for. Pulisic had a reasonably decent game, and we can maybe expect him to do a little bit more in this game. I think Chelsea will be really up for it this game after they lost midweek. Frank Lampard will be riling his side up to try and win this game. There's not too many Watford options to talk about. Sarr coming in at 12,000. On the flex, Sarr coming in at 8,600. One to maybe look out for. He has clearly the highest goal scoring potential of any Watford player. However, he doesn't have the greatest of floor. He's that expensive because he has that goal scoring potential. But if he doesn't score, we could be looking at a much cheaper option in the likes of Tom Cleverley, as already mentioned. Will Hughes tends to have pretty decent games here and there, same as Abdoulaye Doucouré, all for 5,000. The main thing really with this game is just going to be getting the correct selection of Chelsea attackers. You may want to, in fact, go for a cheaper captain. Someone even like Alonso, 4,200 cheaper, could really free up a lot of money for you to get Pulisic and Mount, or Pulisic and Giroud in the same team. Other than that, you're really looking at a Willian captain. The other attackers like Pulisic, Giroud, Mount, even if he plays, they'll only really ever go above Willian in points for their captaincy if they pick up more than a goal. So a goal and an assist, 2 goals, even maybe 2 assists could put them above Willian. I just think Willian will just tick over nicely in this game. We're expecting Chelsea to be very much on the front foot after losing midweek and apply loads of pressure, which is why I do also like the look of Pulisic. I think he could come up with quite a few goals here. However, if we're able to get Willian and Pulisic in a team which has a good captain, then there's something I'd very much consider. You could even go with Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal. 7,800 is quite steep for a goalkeeper nowadays. We tend to see the goalkeepers between 6,000 and 7,000. However, if you are expecting Chelsea to get a clean sheet and a win, it may even be worth captaining him, because it will be a guaranteed sort of 15 to 20 points, allowing you to build other players into the team like Giroud, Willian and Pulisic. Now, as already mentioned, I think that Alonso is a great option to get down that wing. Does concede some fouls, however, he gets plenty of crosses in, plenty of attacking contributions, and also has the potential of scoring. Then we get a bit further down. Reece James, as mentioned, if he plays, likely to be on set piece taking duty, mainly if Willian isn't there. I think Willian is still the set piece taker when he is on the pitch. Then we scroll down a little bit and we find Azpilicueta a very good option. Quite expensive, considering he doesn't get too many attacking contributions or crosses or anything. I think that price is inflated just because they're playing against Watford, and of late he has been picking up some assists. Whether we can expect that to continue, probably not. Scroll down a little bit more, then we get to the next Watford option, and that is Troy Deeney on penalties, one of Watford's most likely goal scoring options really, and could easily pop up in this game with a goal. The Chelsea defence hasn't been great recently, so I think maybe spending a little bit more on your Watford options, getting 2 or 3 Watford options in there if you're going for the expensive likes of Willian, Pulisic. Maybe captain Alonso, getting Pulisic and Willian, lobbing someone like Troy Deeney or Abdoulaye Doucouré with Will Hughes, and then another filler player. I think he'll be on for a winning combination. So we scroll down a bit more, not too much more to mention. Obviously got Ben Foster coming in 4,800. If you're expecting Watford to do anything in this game, want to look out for. Danny Welbeck, another player, very cheap forward attacking option. If you want to get yourself a part of that Watford attack, you can go for Danny Welbeck. If he ends up starting, may not be too bad of an option. Holebas gets down that left hand side and does get quite a few options in. 4,400, I quite like that as a cheaper sort of option into the Watford asset. A little bit more expensive than your sort of 3,500 dud players. I don't mind spending a little bit more of a premium just to get yourself some more guaranteed points from your cheaper players. And we also have the likes of Kante coming at 3,600, a very good filler player for me. Had a very, very good game midweek against West Ham, pulled up around about the 10-point mark and was just very good overall in that game. He has plenty of interceptions, plenty of tackles, and can also come in with a few shots assisted, and now and again pops up with a goal for 3,600. Player that I really like. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please do pop a little subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.